Greetings, I'm David, and this is Europa Universalis 4. So, today I think we are going to be doing Oirat, which is a horde uh, in the Mongolian area uh, on the Asian, one of the Asian hordes rather than the European hordes. So, let's go ahead. Started. We'll be doing Iron Man. And I've played as hordes before. It's been a little bit though. Um, they tend to be pretty fun, and overall, if you're not super familiar with the estate system, they're usually a good one to start off with because they only have the one estate, the tribes. So, unfortunately, we won't have access to some of the other privileges that the other states have. But it'll be fine. Alright, so I'm not going to take too much time to look through that. Might as well just rival the two people who've rivaled us. We do start off with a vassal, Mongolia, and we are one of the largest hordes in the game at the start. Uzbek is one of our rivals here. One of the really nice things about being a horde is that we have access to tribal feud, which 75% aggressive expansion. We also have a reconquest here. We may do some reconquesting. There is one issue that we will have, and that is Ming here. There is a good chance that Ming will try and subjugate us here shortly because we start off as a horde on their border. And Ming has this thing with them. They do not want to have any hordes that are not subjects or tributaries of them on their border. And overall, that goes for literally every nation that they border. They want everyone who borders them to be a tributary. So, that being said, we also start off as Tengri, so something to consider. I'm not sure we're going to have enough time, unfortunately, to get down to that area before Spain conquers it. There's a good chance that we will try and go after Malukistan here first. And since we are a tribe, we are going to be focusing a bit more on Cav than what you would normally do as any other nation. Because if I remember correctly, we have a 100% Cav to infantry ratio here. Yeah. So we could make our entire army Cav, and honestly, that's not a bad idea. We also have a really great leader. Okay. We also need to keep an eye on the terrain types that we're fighting in. We primarily want to be fighting in grasslands. So that being said, let's take a look at the simple terrain types. So steppes, grasslands, deserts, drylands are all good territories for us. Mountains are not. We do not want to be fighting in mountains, which is normally where you want to fight. So, that being said, if Ming declares on us, which they probably will, we will want to fight in this area. We also need to get Mongolia happy so that they aren't rebelling. The one issue with having Mongolia as a subject is they are also a horde, and hordes are very difficult to have as subjects. because they get all rebellious. So let's see here. Yearly Horde unity would be nice. Administrative tech cost is fine. I think we would want to go with this one. So I suppose the question is, do we want to just become a tributary of Ming right off the bat? We could. This would avoid a war with them, and it would allow us to expand over into this area without having to deal with Ming every time. And allow us to build our power before spreading throughout the world, or throughout this area. That is a interesting choice. It'd be nice to just break Ming and just become Yuan as soon as possible, which I imagine is a national decision that we can do. Speaking of, we should probably... Yeah. So, let's see here. So, we actually don't need a whole lot to form Yuan. Okay, we do need a lot of stuff up here, which is fine. As much as it sucks, I am actually thinking let's just become a tributary. That'll save us some time early on, and it allows us to be defensively secured while we offensively take out other people. Definitely make sure we are up to snuff here. Eventually we will break the tributary. We'll probably just start denying Ming's request, and that'll just break it automatically for us. We can get the war with you. We can. Awesome. I would definitely say let's focus on trying to get some more cav. Try and get our force limit up. Alright. So we don't have to worry about Ming for a while. Eventually we will. We'll have to defeat Ming. But for right now, it's perfectly safe. Person is running away. Okay. That is fine. Accepting that tributary ship does cost us a lot of prestige, which sucks. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to... Okay, whatever. Don't care. Alright, we could technically just go ahead and declare this war. Let's get rid of these rebels real quick, though. Jerks. I mean, we're hordes, so the autonomy doesn't really matter that much. I'm surprised that we didn't stack wipe in. I guess, even though it's technically like being sub the speed 4, it's getting a little slow. Okay, so we'll be getting messages occasionally telling us that they'll be expecting a certain amount of whatever. What is our leader? He does not have any siege pips. So, we get a free general from the tribes. This just seems like a no-brainer one to take. You lose some absolutism, but I mean, that doesn't matter right now. Unfortunately, it does not appear as if you can get a free leader from that. So let's just go ahead and take one. Unfortunately, we did not get a siege pit, which sucks. I don't particularly want to lose our leader, but he's so good. He'd probably be better off if we had gone with the They must have changed this, because I feel like it used to be 25% aggressive expansion, which made it so good. But I think they may have changed that rule. Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Alright, let's go ahead, quickly occupy this guy. These are both drylands. We got 4 and 2. We should definitely go ahead and pull these guys off. We don't need our cav sieging, and that's just extra money that we don't really want to lose. Okay, so these are all highlands. We should try and avoid battling them in the highlands if we can help it. We'll just stand here, loot for a bit. Hordes are also really good at looting. As you can tell, they're already out of loot here. So that's the Cardell army. Mongolia should be able to take care of them. They won't help us, but they will defend their own territory, since they are disloyal. It shouldn't be too much longer before they become loyal, though, so I'm not too scared. Yeah, unfortunately, all of Calm is, like... There's some prestige that helps. We only have 5 troops, so even in a poor battle, like in the Highlands, whatever. Uzbek won't hurt us. Where are you going? Guessing somewhere down here. Probably to their capital. Let's go ahead and start marching that way. I know it'll be... Oh, they're actually going here. Awesome. So, Okay, we already won that battle, so couldn't actually take a look at it. Let's just sit and loot for a bit. Whatever. We're unfortunately going to be getting those messages a lot due to, you know, due to it happening every year. So the way tributaries work in this game is the Overlord will defend you if you are attacked by another non-tributary. So that's why we were able to attack Caradel without Ming interfering. So we are defensively guaranteed against, like, Uzbek or anyone else who might wish to cause issues. But in order for that to work, in order for you have to be a tributary, you have to give Ming certain things. Usually one of the monarch points, or some money, or some prestige every year. And they'll change, like, what they want depending upon conditions and stuff. I'm not sure if they'll ask for things if you don't have them. I'm not 100% sure, like, what decides that. There's the siege. Let's go get these guys onto Com's capital. So, let's see here. So, you can tell what countries are tributaries based off the color. So all these countries are tributaries, us included. Thankfully, you don't lose your subject if you decide to become a tributary. Nope. There, buddy. Let's go ahead and split. We're probably fine. Since we do have, since Ming is technically our overlord, we actually have full vision through their territory, so we know exactly where Com is. That 5-stack troops right there. He's probably making his way back over here to fight us. What? Smuggler's running rampant. Well, that's lame. I guess we'll take that one. We're not really making much off of taxes and the lot. Looks like he's going to make the mistake of going into our territory, so not yet. Sorry, Com. So the question becomes, could we vassalize? We could. And they are not a horde. So we won't have any horde loyalty issues that we have with, like, Mongolia. I'm surprised we know so much about Europe. I mean, we're technically, like, at the center of where the Mongolian Empire was. It's not too surprising. Okay, let's start making our way over here. Nope. Actually, I really prefer if we didn't kill Comp's army. I think we can still manage a good piece out of them, even without taking their army. How do you have Kazan and Delhi as allies? That's annoying. Okay, so I think our focus is going to be going east first. We might go ahead and take out this guy as well. Let's go ahead and start making our way over to Korchin area. Peaceful calm. Nope. Looks like you're coming back this way. Come on. Take the province, please. There we go. Alright. That should allow us to vassalize. No? The beatings will continue until morale improves here. Should be able to outrace him. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Yep. Vassalize you. So that's probably going to skyrocket everyone's loyalty, which is fine. I'm not too concerned. Go ahead, take these. Alright. In order to keep Horde unity up and prices down, we are going to raise these two provinces. So doing so also decreases the cost of coring them, which is helpful. Plus, you get a little bit of monarch points when you do it. So it is worth doing. Okay, so let's take a look here. Solon actually does not have any friends, although we do not have any ability to take their land, since we ourselves do not border them. So they got about 20 troops combined. These guys are considered hordes, though. Well, they're Khanates, so they might be technically different. I don't know if they have the same mechanics that we do. Oh, we're considered a Khanate as well. Mongolia is the only one considered a horde here. Giving Mongolia more land would not be ideal. But I think we would want to do it anyways. Let's wait until our other army is back over here. I think we can take them out, even without our... Even with a slight numbers disadvantage. Would you be willing to be our friend? Probably not. It's probably not a huge deal. Heir to the throne. Woo. I'm gonna get rid of that, because I don't really care that much. So I think we're gonna go for Korchin. Anyone who would be... Yeah, I kind of figured Zhao would... I think that would be a little too much. I think we could go for Nane as a vassal, and then just feed them land. That's 28 troops against our 20 or so. But not all of them are hordes. It'd be nice to get some more horsemen, but I don't think we quite have the money for that. I guess we could do 3. Let's keep improving relations with you. Yeah, I know. We force vassalized you. Blah, blah. I will say it would be nice to get Mongolia under our thumb. I think we're going to have to back off for a minute and take care of rebels. Military power or mercantilism? I think we would prefer the military power first. Just to verify, we already do have feudalism, right? No, we don't. Okay. That's a problem. I kind of forgot that Oirat doesn't start with feudalism. Okay. It's not the hugest of deals because we are already on Tech 3, but in order to get to Tech 4 is going to be very expensive. It would be very nice if we could get a boost from Ming here. There already is some spread, but it's not very high. Yeah, getting that nearby friendly province would be helpful. Yeah, that would be extremely helpful. Come back from Mongolia for a sec. Do you have it by chance? Who technically has this? Gear does not. Okay, so it seems like only Ming does in our area. That is a bit of a conundrum. Let's change our guy. Assuming Kong does not have feudalism. No. They're getting it pretty quickly, though, so they must be friendly with Ming. Don't worry, we'll kill the Ming at some point, but not today. Gotta focus on... Gotta focus on surviving here, first and foremost. Alright. I'm going to move our cab off of here so that they're not suffering the attrition. Yeah, that's unfortunately kind of a high attrition tick. You don't have friends. You also don't have very many troops. I think we're just gonna declare on you and... Oh, what? When did that change? Oh, I wonder, is that like the one downside to this? I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta send some of our infantry with them, which is fine. More of a... Go ahead, keep you guys. Let me send some of you back, and then the rest of you can go to Anding. I don't think we care too much about that state right now. I'd say let's Royal Marry Ming so we can get that positive. Our first and foremost priority is getting the feudalism in these provinces. It's fine, whatever. Go ahead, start fabricating on Korchin. Mainly so we can get that siege speed up a little. Let's calm those rebels. I think it's this guy, right? Yeah. Natural unrest reduction would be kind of nice, but I don't think we can spare the money. Yeah. You love how quickly the loot just disappears from these provinces. So the one downside of playing a Horde is that we are probably going to be broke for a good chunk of the game, or at least the early game, because there's just... It's hard to stay afloat if you're not constantly looting. Yeah. And unfortunately, we don't have burgers to get the cheaper burger loans from. So getting things that reduce our expenses would be kind of helpful. We do have access to Horde ideas, which can be pretty helpful as a Horde. Innovative, an innovative Horde. I mean, it's doable. We could do that. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and sue for peace. We're gonna just take both the provinces, as well as your money. So we're probably going to make Ming kind of upset that we're taking all of his vassals from him. But that's okay, because we don't care about Ming. I mean, we do, kind of, because we do want the feudalism spread. But the more provinces that we own that are next to him, the better. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, let's see here. We... Too low. Okay. I'm curious, is this going to decrease the percentage that feudalism is at? No. Okay. I guess let's just double check. Gain some prestige. Okay, we're almost back to on par prestige, which is kind of handy. Okay. Slightly increasing our size is also helpful for keeping these two in line. Uzbek, you're only friends with the Great Horde. But you do have a lot of troops between you two, and you guys are a Horde. So, might be a little on our side. But I think this is a good place to put in a cut at this point. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part.